Hi, welcome to the second video in our Tech Neck series. First video focused on some chair exercises, and we also talked about what good posture might look like sat at your desk or sat in a chair. Today we're going to do some exercises strengthening the back of the shoulders and the front of the neck. So key areas to work on if you have problems with your neck, and particularly if you're sitting with this chin pokey kind of posture when you're using devices. Okay, so we're going to start lying down on your mats on the floor. I've just got some rolled up towels here to pop my forehead on, but you can just use a cushion. Okay, so let's start by laying down. And the hands are going to be in this sort of cactus position, so elbows in line with your shoulders, and then your forehead just resting on the towel. So throughout these lying down exercises, I want you to really think about the length in your spine. So you're going to tuck the tailbone under a little, activating through your centre, so drawing your tummy button away from the floor. And then you're just going to really think about this length through the top part of your neck. So imagine that you're always kind of being pulled towards the wall away from you. And you're trying to make the back of your neck as long as you can. So this means that what you don't want to be doing is lifting your head up, because that's going to shorten the neck there. And you also don't want to be taking the chin too far down towards the chest, because then your spine's not in alignment with the rest. Sorry, your neck's not in alignment with the rest of your spine. So you want a nice, long, straight spine. The other thing to think about here is this space between your chin and your chest. So I always like to think about imagining a ripe peach that I'm holding between my chin and my chest. As we do this first exercise called swan dive, that's your key watch point here. So you lift your head away from the towel, the cushion, the floor, and you're just tucking the chin in, but you've still got that space between chin and chest, and then lower back down. So you should feel a little bit of restriction through the front of the neck as you activate those deep neck muscles, those deep neck flexor muscles. A bit like the core muscles, well they are, the core muscles of your neck. So you just breathe in to prepare, breathing out, creating length through the neck, tucking the chin in. So swan dive, this is called. Now you can start to bring the hands with you if this feels okay. So you squeeze the shoulder blades together slightly, you draw the head away from the cushion, the towels, whatever you're using. And then come back down. Breathe in to prepare. Breathing out to lift. Breathe in to hold. Breathe out to lower. So it's not about height. It's about using the right muscles, maintaining the length through your spine. And using the muscles in the back of your shoulders and the front of the neck to do this movement. We don't want to be coming all the way up here and using our lower backs. So it's just a small movement, just to warm up those neck and shoulder muscles. Still thinking about that ripe peach. Don't want to squash it, but you want to hold it in place. A little bit of restriction through the front of the neck there. Last one. And release down. Okay, lovely. Take the towels, cushion away, and then place one hand on top of the other and your forehead. Sorry, keep the towel there, I forgot what I was doing for a second. Arms down by your side. So release the shoulders down towards the mat. Take your hands in towards your thighs here, so your little fingers are up towards the ceiling, your thumbs are placed down onto the mat. Take a deep breath in, and on the out breath, draw the shoulder blades together, and then the arms follow up, and then release back down. Breathing in, breathing out to lift, squeeze, breathe in to hold, breathe out to lower. So just again, working through those shoulder muscles, breathing out to lift, breathe in to hold, breathe out to lower. So you should feel that lovely stretch through the front of your chest. Breathe in, breathe out to lift, stretch, but also squeezing on those muscles behind your shoulders, between your shoulder blades. These muscles sometimes get weak when we do sit in that slump position for long periods of time and we get tight across the chest. So this will help to combat that. Okay, so you can stick with that level 1 of that breaststroke. It's called breaststroke in Pilates. Or you can come up with me and we'll join the movements together with that head lift, hands away from the floor, reach forwards with the arms, still creating that lovely stretch with your chest. Take your hands down towards your thighs, lift the shoulders, squeeze, and then bring the hands back onto your head and lower down. Breathe in to prepare, breathe out to lift. Breathe in, reach the hands forwards, breathe out, take the hands down, keeping that chest lifted, keeping that stretch, keeping the length, the chest stretch, keeping the length in your neck. Beautiful. Bring your hands back underneath your head and lower down. Breathing in, breathe out and lift. Breathe in, reach forwards. Breathing out, swipe those arms all the way down. That's what it's called breaststroke, because it's a bit like doing breaststroke. Keeping that chin tucked, back of the neck long, hands on the head and lower. Let's do 2 more. Breathing in, breathe out and lift. Breathe into reach. Breathing out, draw the arms down by your side. Keep the chest lifted. Bring the shoulder blades together. Hands back under the head and down. Last one. Breathe in. Breathing out and lift. Keep the chin tucked in. Remember that peach. Don't let it drop. Reach forwards. Bring the arms down by your side. Open through the chest. Squeeze your shoulders together. Hands on the forehead and lower down. Well done. Oh. Give those hips a little wiggle side to side. And then we're going to push up onto all fours. So, first of all, just going to do some mobilising through the upper back, because this area here can often get quite tight when we're sitting on our tech devices. So, first thing we're going to do is going to push the left hand into the floor, take the right hand and lift up. Bring the right hand up, look up towards that right hand, open through the chest, take the right hand down between left arm, left leg, and lift up, and lower and through. So push the back, tops of the feet into the floor, keep those hips stacked over the knees, try and isolate the movement to the upper spine. And switch sides, so right hand on the floor, left hand reaches up and open through the chest, come down and through between right hand, right leg, through that space, thread the needle, open up the chest, looking up towards the hand, reach down and through. Really nice stretch to do for the whole spine. One of my favourites for the upper spine. And let's try and isolate that movement a little bit more to the right, to the upper part of this back. So you can take the right hand and pop it just at the base of your skull, and then lift the elbow up, open through the chest. Take that elbow down and through, lift up and open, down and through. Lift up and open. Hopefully feeling that stretch a little bit further up. Lift up and open. And then back to centre, release, other side. So left hand behind the head or onto the neck, wherever's comfy. Lift the elbow up, open through the chest. Elbow comes down and through. Lift up and open. Down and through.
2 more. Lift up and open. Come down and through. Lift up and open, and then hands back to the floor. Lovely. So if you need to just sit back and release the wrists, that's absolutely fine. And I'm going to come and do some more strength exercises for the shoulders. So the key thing to look out for here is what your neck is doing. So we want to make sure we're still maintaining that lovely length here in the neck, but that we're not allowing the chin to come down and forwards towards the mat. So we're still holding that peach in place between chin and chest. Other thing to look out for is what your shoulders are doing. So we don't want these shoulders drawing up together behind us. Imagine that you've got a spike or there's a candle underneath you on the floor. Why would you have that there? And then you're trying to draw your chest away from that spike or that candle. So don't let the chest drop down towards the mat with your starting position. You push away. That's the position you want your shoulders to be in. Also just make sure they're not creeping up towards your ears, that they're being pulled back. Pulled down away from your ears, chest lifted. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is just do some little mini press-ups. So you can choose the position that you want to do this in. Press-ups are a great exercise for tech neck. So you can either have that hands nice and wide, or you can have them close together, depending on whether you want to work on triceps or biceps a little here. But I'm going to go wide with the hands. And allow the elbows to go out to the side and then push up and away. So what we want to avoid here as we come down is that chin is leading, so not this. Keep that chin tucked, back of the neck long, and allow the shoulders and the arms to do the work. I'm going to take my hands to the side because it just feels like I haven't quite got the width there. So keep the chin tucked. So obviously this is a box press up position. Now you can progress this by coming into a 3/4 plank position, or you can come up into a full press up. I'm not even going to attempt that. So just do 5 and then have a little break. Come into your box. This is the easiest position to do a press up. Keeping that chin tucked, back of the neck long. Let's do 2 more. And 1. And then just sit back, bottom to heels, and just release. You can either have your arms up like this, if that feels a bit uncomfortable for your neck. Just bring your arms down by your side and just settle into that position for a few deep breaths. Okay, coming back onto all fours, and this time we're going to have the hands slightly forwards from the shoulders, but we still want to think about that posture. So we still don't want those shoulder blades allowing to be drawn together. We push the floor away and draw the chest up and away from the floor. Bring the shoulders down away from the ears, and the knees are still tucked there underneath the hips. Tuck the toes under, and then we're going to breathe in and breathe out and lift. Breathe in to hold. Breathe out and then come into a 3/4 plank. Now watch that neck posture here. Try not to let that neck drop down. Keep that chin tucked in. Keep that back of the neck long. Keep those shoulders in that lovely posture. Shoulders away from the ears, chest away from the floor. And then come back, release. Okay, let's do that again. So breathing in, breathing out to lift. Lift the knees away from the floor. Hold there, keep that chin, neck in a good position. And then take the knees down and come forwards into your 3/4 plank. Now this is your option here to keep the knees down. If you want to do full plank, bring the hands forwards a little bit more. Keep that neck in a good posture. Breathe in, breathe out, lift, and breathing out to push forwards into full plank. checking. This is quite challenging posture to hold, but it's going to be really good for neck and shoulders. Come back to hover and lower down. So let's just do that again. Let's think about those watch points. Let's just make sure we're not making those mistakes with our posture when we're in a more challenging position. Breathe in, breathe out, lift and push forward. So avoid this head coming down. Tuck the chin in, back of the neck roll. Bring those shoulders down, away from your ears. Push the hands into the floor and draw the chest up and away. And hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to hover and down. One more. Breathing in, breathing out and lift. Come forwards. Keep that lovely neck posture. Tuck the chin in and hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. And come down. Just remember that you can do that in this 3/4 position. If that's too much, then just come into a box position. You can still practice holding your neck, your chin into this position with a nice long neck. Let's take ourselves back into our shell stretch, just releasing off the neck, just relaxing through those neck muscles. And it might be more comfortable to have the arms down by your side. Hold on to your feet and allow your shoulder blades to relax down, stretching through the back, the upper back, and just allowing the neck to relax off. Just make sure if your wrists are feeling a little bit tight after that, you're giving your hands a little wiggle around, release the wrists. And there we have some exercises, some Pilates exercises to help build strength in the muscles around your upper shoulders, your upper back, and your neck, to help with neck pain. I hope you enjoyed this class, or this session, and I hope to see you here again soon on my channel. Please click subscribe to be updated with weekly videos, and click like if you like this video. Thanks very much. Bye for now.